So it's like the purest way of commuting. It has been done like that since 100 years.
You always have this little bit of a tingly, like nervous feeling when you do something for the first time. Well, I got there after a really long travel from Switzerland. Actually, it took a little longer than I thought. But yeah, got there and then he arrives with the bikes and I'm like, where am I going to put my suitcase?
Hello.
Welcome to Spain. Hi, long time no see.
I mean, we're here for a bikepacking adventure.
Because, yeah, I thought we will go to a hotel first and check in there, maybe leave the stuff there and unpack. But yeah, I actually had to unpack at the airport.
It needs to be real from the beginning, you know? You pack your stuff, you sit on a bike, and right from the start, you want to get going. You don't want to sit in a taxi or in a bus or spend more time in traffic. You want to be free. You're in this country and you want to experience the roads, the culture, the weather, right from the beginning.
Should have known better, but yeah, I hoped I could bring a suitcase. But yeah, we managed. I packed the essentials.
Everything else stays here.
And then I could leave my suitcase at the airport. There was a storage space, and then yeah, we started riding.
Bye, suitcase. See ya.
Where do we go? To the right.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Santina. I'm a professional privateer, eMTB racer and gravel racer.
My name is Pedja, I'm 34 years old and I work for Bosch e-bike. I'm here for the adventure, I'm here for the vibe, and I invited my friend Santina to join me, and I really wanted to give her this like slow side of cycling, to really have her experience this raw nature and camp and go slow.
First destination was Granada.
Granada has this beautiful mix of Spanish and Arabic cultural influences. You see like very traditional old Spanish houses, but then you also see this Moroccan style houses. It's very hilly, there's so many different colors. These cultural fusions are beautiful, and that's what makes this whole area in Granada so special.
Yeah, it's incredible, love it. We said let's do first a little bit of a sightseeing tour through Granada, which was stunning. Sundance is like this. It feels like being like a kid on a bike again. Yeah, and then we knew now it's time to head off to Gorafe.
We experienced some surprising weather right from the beginning, not how we expected.
Well, there was snow in the south of Spain. I did not expect it.
Our feet were wet, it was like 3-4 degrees. We were freezing.
We go fast.
Well, I just had a brain freezer going downhill, so we're gonna put this one on.
One of the highlights was really a drive unit for me. It's a PX Performance. I had this natural feeling while pedaling. It was giving me enough support so that I can still feel my legs, I can feel like I'm really cycling, you know, I'm not riding a moped out there. And it's very silent.
You don't hear them. They're so quiet, you don't realize you're on an e-bike. Yeah, it's just quiet cruising through the scenery and take it all in.
It's like the best of both worlds. You have a very strong drive unit, it gives you enough power, but it feels natural and it works.
We kept going, so we had rain, grey start, we had snow in the middle, and then we had sun as well. To be completely honest, I have never done bikepacking before. The only bikepacking I have done is in Switzerland. I rode from my place to my godmother's. that's it. For me, bikepacking with an e-bike makes it more accessible.
You don't need to be so meticulous about the route, about the stops, or how much weight you're going to carry, and have enough power to tackle any ascent, any climb. So it's just much more comfortable, and it allows you to enjoy the nature and not think about, do I need to eat, do I need to drink because I'm exhausted. It feels so natural.
So that's the fun part about bikepacking with an e-bike.
So Santina wants some adventure. Checking out the old ruin.
When we approached on the first day, I think it was pretty much at the top. We saw this ruin. We tried to see if we can get in. Sadly, it was locked. But I think we also figured out it was maybe for the sheep, which we saw up on the hill, which looked really cute, like all these sheep on top of the hill. If you plan your route with Komoot, you will get lost at some point, or you will question the route a little bit.
Now we're gonna use walk assist and go up.
So he's gonna go up there. I'm just gonna wait and see. We have all been there. Questioning ourselves again why we do it over and over again. But at the end it's kind of fun because you know you want to get over it, you want to get up there. So that was a fun moment when we had to actually carry our bikes up staircases.
And then finally, hitting Gorafe.
Staying at Airbnb, you can charge your bike, you can wash your clothes, wash yourself, get a fresh, nice hair. We both love pasta, so we said let's make a good pot of pasta.
I guess the biggest fear for most of the people is range anxiety or losing the power while being in the middle of the route.
You have the range controller, so you see, okay, if I have the turbo, I can go 50 kilometers. If I have the Tour Plus, I can go 75. If I have the Eco, I can go 90 kilometers.
You just need to be a bit conscious about it. You shouldn't go in turbo the entire time. That would also be against this nature spirit.
So you said you have a planned route for us today, right?
So we're starting over here in Gorafe.
Yeah.
And then zooming in on this place, we're gonna go to the lake. There's the beach over here. Playa de Freila. Should be super nice. And then finally, finishing the loop, we're gonna go and BV out on a nice viewpoint. Cool. Or on Gorafe.
You said we have to reach our end spot of tonight where we BV 30%. As we can't charge it there, we have to manage our battery, right?
Yeah, so it's 74 Ks, 1,400 meters.
Yep.
Now we click navigate with Bosch. This is sending the route to the Flow app. It opens the same route. We can see the summary, and now there's a range control option. And we can select how much percentage we want to have when we arrive. Now we click go, and we're ready to go.
Off we go!
The bike does the whole thing for you. You don't even need to think about like how much better am I gonna have at the end. You're like safe and sound riding your bike, and then you still have enough juice the next morning.
We ended up at this beautiful lake where we could take a swim. Definitely needed, because not just me, also the bike and the shoes were covered in mud. We literally jumped into the lake, had a good swim. Well, had a little bit of a nap there as well.
One of these places out of this world.
It's just breathtaking.
It's totally surreal. Blocking of rear tire is something very common, but as soon as you block the front, you're going on the floor. Especially on these dirt grounds where it's like very slippery. ABS on a bike works similarly to a car, so it doesn't block the wheel, it rather brakes strongly but still keep the tire rolling, which made it ultimately safer.
We set up our bivouac for the night to enjoy a beautiful sunset over this amazing place.
This is a natural park. Camping out there is not allowed. Just being able to, sneak into a bivouac really gave us an opportunity to, get some rest and be out there in the nature while still leaving no trace.
Hi.
I like that you put me on the edge. He really wants to get rid of me.
First time for me sleeping in a bivouac, so yeah, quite an experience.
Good morning from a 5-star hotel. The night was actually pretty cozy, a bit windier than I thought. It's still early, so I'll try to get some maybe 1 hour of sleep more before it's entirely bright. But yeah, this was a very memorable part of the journey.
Morning, Pedja.
So I think a lot of people are scared of going on a bikepacking adventure because they're not sure if they can manage to actually pedal for that long. With an e-bike setup, it will make it more accessible.
The most beautiful bikepacking tours can start really from your doorstep. Just open the map, look where you are, search for a nice mountain or a nice lake or a nice river, and plan an overnighter. I call this micro-adventure. Just take your bike, use the stuff that you have, go out there, try it out, bring some good vibes, have a great night outside, and this will already feel like you've been on another planet. You will discover places that are so close to your home that you never even know that they existed.
That's what bikepacking is about. You want an experience, and yeah, so I loved it. Definitely will do it again.